Hello, welcome to session 4. I can't believe it. I'm really getting used to my cozy little fort here. So Compassion Camp is cruising on by, but let's get started. So for today's session, I am going to give you a series of questions, and I want you to say the first thing that comes to your mind when I read it. Okay, here we go. Who is always there for Minnie Mouse? Who is always there for Iron Man? Who is always there for Harry Potter? Who is always there for people in danger? Who is always there for people who are sick? Who is always there for the children? And who is always there for you? Off the top of your head, some of them may seem super easy, and maybe even they all seemed easy. But if you really think about it, what does always there even mean? Does it mean you have to be right next to somebody, like next to on their side, like right next to them? What does it mean to be there for people who are sick or for poor, or be there for your family? What does that even mean? So another way of saying this is be present with. So you can be present with someone. So if I'm present with a friend, I can sit with them, I can listen, I can talk, we can have a conversation, I can be a shoulder. Okay, so these are ways that we can be present for somebody. So let's be present with each other right now, and we're just going to have a few minutes of being quiet together. Let's do that now. I like that. It's kind of nice. So before we go to our song for today's session, I'm going to give you a quick intro for our Bible story today. And it's about 3 women who had to learn how to be present with each other when they were really hurting. Okay? So you'll hear more about that from Ginger in a moment, along with a really nice prayer. But before that, let's enjoy some song together. See you in a bit.
Face to face or far away, God is present among us. Listen to the Spirit say, I am here with you. Face to face or far away, God is present among us. Listen to your family say, I am here with you. As close as your breath, your beating heart, I am here with you. As far as you go, no matter the time, I am here with you. Face to face or far away, God is present among us. Listen to your community say, I am here with you. Face to face or far away, God is present among us. Listen to your neighbor say, I am here with you. As close as your breath, your beating heart, I am here with you. As far as you go, no matter the time, I am here with you. As far as you go, no matter the time, I am here with you.
Well, hi there. It's super great to see you again. And as always, we're going to start with a prayer. And remember, those are in your packet. And you could color them or not color them, however you like. Today's I used crayon. I've used marker and colored pencils in the last couple of days. So I just wanted you to see that. So please take a moment and pray with me, okay? Loving Spirit, active and alive, you are always moving and stirring within and around us. Please be an encouraging wind at our backs giving us open minds and soft hearts to follow where you lead. Make us flexible and present in each moment, that we might embrace compassion by letting go of what we expected. Amen. I love that prayer because it tells us to let go of our expectations. Sometimes we have big ideas and expectations, and we especially do that with other people. And so it's really important that when we're talking to somebody, we don't put our expectations onto them. We're there to listen and be present for them and what they need and hear where they are. So I love today's story. It's one of my favorites. There's a great note in here today that I wanted to share with you. And it's about how this story from Ruth and Orpah and Naomi, it feels sort of hard and sad. There's big decisions to make. And none of those decisions are easy. So Ruth and Orpah love their families and they love one another. They love Naomi. And this story shows us how being open and present to people along the way, what that can really look like. And when our compassion is strong, we are alive to the feelings of others around us. So here's the story, okay? It's from Ruth. In Judah, there was a man named Elimelech. Can you say that? Elimelech. He worried about how his family would survive the famine. He took his wife, Naomi, and their 2 sons, Mahlon and Chilion, to the country of Moab. They settled there and made a life among the people. Soon, their sons were married to 2 women named Orpah and Ruth. Sadly, Naomi's husband passed away, and then even her 2 sons died. Naomi missed her family and wanted to go back home, so she began the long journey back to Judah. As was the custom for daughters-in-law, Orpah and Ruth followed her. But Naomi insisted they stay home in Moab. Go back to your family. May the Lord deal kindly with you as you have dealt with your husbands and me. Peace be with you. Then Naomi hugged them goodbye, and they all cried together. But Orpah and Ruth were determined to follow her. Naomi tried to persuade them. I do not want to ruin your chance at marriage and having your own family. If you stay with me, you'll have nothing because I cannot give you anything. I've lost everything and my heart is so bitter. They all cried again. Orpah decided to go back, but Ruth clung to Naomi even more. Naomi said to Ruth, don't stay with me. Go back with Orpah. But Ruth opened up to her. Don't make me leave you. Where you go, I will go. Where you make your home, I will make your home. Your people will be my people, your God, my God, and where you die and are buried, I will be buried too. I will be your family. When Naomi saw that she couldn't change Ruth's mind, her heart softened. She accepted Ruth, and they traveled back to Judah together. Ruth lovingly took care of Naomi, and she became like a daughter to her. It's a lot to think about, right? There was a lot of compassion in that story. Orpah and Ruth had compassion for Naomi. Naomi had compassion for them. Lots to think about. I'll see you in a few minutes, okay?
So one of the ways that we can be present with one another is by listening really carefully. So today I'm going to read you something, and if you're really present in the story that I'm reading, you will be able to hear a lot of details. And I want to know how many details you can remember by drawing a picture afterward to show me what you heard. Okay? All right, so I'm going to start my story, and I want you to listen carefully and be present in the story by listening. Here we go. I had a long day today. I was eating breakfast this morning at the breakfast table when my dad came in and said that we would be leaving in 15 minutes to run some errands. I did not want to go. I wanted to sit at the table, finish my cereal, and play with my pet lizard Vanessa. I felt frustrated. But I got into the car with my dad, and we made our first stop at the grocery store to pick up some toilet paper, another box of my favorite cereal, and coffee for Dad. I asked for an apple, and my dad said yes. Then we went to put our groceries in the car and head to the post office. Sometimes the post office is fun because I get to pick out the stamps. But today there was a long line, and I didn't want to be there. My dad said it was really important, though. He held 2 boxes in an envelope while we waited in line. I felt compassion for him, so I offered to hold something. He gave me the smaller box and said, "Thank you." Then we had to go to the dentist. My dad needed a cleaning, so I had to sit next to him and wait. I read a magazine about lizards and ate my apple. The dentist said that apples are good for your teeth. Finally, my dad said, "Thank you for being present with me today. I have a question. Where would you like to go?" I was excited. I knew exactly where I wanted to go. There's this park by my house that has an awesome climbing tree. Dad took me to the park so I could climb the tree and play for a while. He even climbed up with me. It was a long day, but I'm glad we spent it together. The end. So I hope you enjoyed the story. Now, sometime before you start the next session, I want you to take a minute, probably right now, so you don't forget all the details you just heard. But I want you to draw, or you could maybe write in your own words, what you heard from the story. So I'd love to see your pictures. I'd love to hear your stories, so you can send them in to us. That would be awesome. But I want to see how present you really were in my story today. So for those of you who don't feel comfortable maybe drawing or writing what you just heard, there's another way to be present, another little activity I'm going to give you. So when we're present, we slow down, we pay attention, okay? We use all of our senses. We use our sight, we use our smell, our touch, our taste, and hearing to help us see and observe the things around us. So my task for you, and you can do both of these, or you can just do this one, is I want you to take a walk, either in your neighborhood, at a park, even just really slowly walk around your home. And I want you to use all your senses, maybe not taste, probably shouldn't eat things we find at the park. I want you to use all your senses and observe the things around you. Maybe things you wouldn't if you were really charging through and not paying attention. So slow down, take a walk, and let me know what you see. Thanks. See you in a bit. It's yoga time. Grab your mat and some comfy clothes. See you here in a sec.
We begin on the floor, legs crossed. As we inhale, think with an open heart. As you exhale, think, I am present to the Spirit within and around me. Let's take our 3 deep breaths now. Let's slowly rise and stand in mountain pose, arms straight and strong by our side, feet firmly planted on the ground. In mountain pose, we feel our strength. We are unshakable. As you reach your arms to the sky, then back down as you bend into forward fold. Take a big breath in and raise your hands to knees, head looking forward. We prepare and focus our eyes forward. Take a breath and put your hands back to the ground in a forward fold. Roll your back up and rise once again to mountain pose. Turn to face sideways on your mat. Step or jump your feet apart into a V with your hands on your hips. Turn your left toes slightly in and point your right foot forward toward the top of your mat. Deeply bend your right knee. Place your right hand on the floor and stretch your left arm up and over your ear. This is an extended side angle pose. Hold and breathe and feel your sides stretch and strengthen. With your right knee still bent, turn toward your foot and move into a lunge with your hands on either side of your foot. Slowly straighten your right leg and bend your head towards your knee into a modified pyramid pose.
From pyramid pose, place your right hand on the ground and stretch your left arm to the sky in what's called triangle pose. Now lower your left arm and place your hands on either side of your right foot. Raise your upper body, legs still in a V, and turn your left foot toward the back of the mat. We're going to do this whole sequence on the left side. Deeply bend your left knee, place your left hand on the floor, and stretch your right arm toward the sky in our side pose. With your left knee still bent, turn toward your foot and move into a lunge with your hands on either side of your foot. Slowly straighten your left leg and bend your head toward your knee in a modified pyramid pose. From pyramid pose, we're going to place our left hand on the ground and stretch your right arm to the sky in triangle pose. You can now raise your upper body and step or hop your feet together to reach mountain pose. Reach your arms to the sky and draw them into prayer form right by your heart. We'll end with a bow of our head and hands and share our yoga greeting. Namaste.
So today's compassion in action is we're going to talk about signs for when our neighbors are nearby, things that can help them understand that we care. Tristan is helping me make a design here. So it's going to be here, and then it's going to go up our steps right here. So I'm going to be back in a little bit, and I'll show you all about it. As you can see, he's making a big heart. We'll see what happens. Well, so here's the finished product. That's our logo. Be loved, be kind, be you. It's my little porch here. So the whole purpose of making these signs is to remind our neighbors as they're coming by that they're loved, that there's great things in this world. It's a really easy way to show compassion. You know, if you don't have a sidewalk or some place that you can color the way that we did here, you can always make a sign, put it in your window, or put it up in your yard. All right, we'll see you soon. Bye.
Session 4 is wrapping up. But before we go on, I want to review what we did today. And so we've learned about compassion. Compassion is I see your hurt, I feel your hurt, and I want to help ease your hurt. Compassion also helps us see and welcome each other, different or alike. It also helps us be brave, and it also shows us that it is extremely important to be kind and loving towards ourselves as well. So this session we explored a story where it's a really great example of being present with each other. So the story of Ruth and Orpah and Naomi. So when Naomi lost her husband and sons, and then Ruth and Orpah lost their husbands, they were all kind of faced with this really difficult decision. Do they stay? Do they go? They needed to decide what direction was best for them. But the great thing about this story is they showed compassion to each other, and because they did that, they received compassion. And each of them was able to make this really difficult decision because of that compassion that they received. So it made a huge impact on their life, having people listen and trust them. So I love that example of what actually compassion looks like in kind of a real life scenario. So I want you to think about, before next session, and we even learn more about compassion, I want you to really be open, and I want you to see the people in front of you. All right, so today to close, I would like to say a prayer. I would love it if you would join me in the prayer, and then we will have some song, and we will see you for the last session. So the prayer starts with Loving Spirit, and it's in the closing section of session 4. You should have that with you. All right, so let's read together. Loving Spirit, you are active and alive, always moving and stirring within and around us. Please be an encouraging wind at our backs, giving us open minds and soft hearts to follow where you lead. Make us flexible and present in each moment, that we might embrace compassion by letting go of what we expected. Amen. Thanks, guys. You did a great job, and we will see you for session 5.
Face to face or far away, God is present among us. Listen to the Spirit say, I am here with you. Face to face or far away, God is present among us. Listen to your family say, I am here with you. As close as your breath, your beating heart, I am here with you. As far as you go, no matter the time, I am here with you. Face to face or far away, God is present among us. Listen to your community say, I am here with you. Face to face or far away, God is present among us. Listen to your neighbor say, I am here with you. As close as your breath, your beating heart, I am here with you. As far as you go, no matter